Keep your videos up. Do not delete your content, because what's not working today could very well be a very, very viral moment in a couple weeks. Hi friends, welcome back to my 30-day series on how to become a food content creator in 2025. If you're new here, my name is Alicia. Please go back and watch the rest of the videos in the series because I'm giving you all the tea on how to become a food content creator the easy way. Today we're going to talk about how to get noticed by brands. So you've been creating content for a little bit and you feel like you're ready to collaborate, but you're not getting any kind of traction from brands. I'm going to give you 5 tips and a bonus so that your content stands out from the rest. The first thing I'm going to say in order to get noticed by brands, and this is probably the most obvious, is to tag them consistently. So if you have a brand that you love and you're constantly using their products in the kitchen, the easiest way to get their attention is when you're using their products in your content, tag them. Let them know that you use their brand and that you love it, because they see that you're constantly using their products. It puts you on their radar. But it also gives them a little bit of visibility into what kind of content it is that you create. Use their branded hashtag also if they have one. And then if you post your content to your page and to your story, like say you do a reel and then you post that reel to your story, or you just post it to the story, make sure you're tagging it there too. What I've noticed is that with a lot of brands, if you tag them in the story, they will usually repost you just because they want to show other people that their brands are being used out in the wild. So that's also a great way to get a brand's attention, is to make sure when you're posting it to the stories, you're tagging them. It also creates a little bit of history of you tagging them, because whenever you tag a brand in the stories, it kind of keeps a little record of that in the DM. So when you inevitably go to pitch them, you can say, hey, I really love your brand. As you can see, I use you guys all the time. You can link the post that you use them in, but you can also reference back to all of the different times that you've tagged them in your story to showcase their brand. The second thing you're going to do to make sure that you're getting noticed by brands is to make it collab worthy every time. So you want to make sure the lighting is good. Make sure that the sound quality is good. Make sure that the brand is actually visible and that the text is turned the right way and that you're shown actually using the product as opposed to just mentioning it. Make sure the video quality is high resolution. Make sure that if you're highlighting one brand, that your video is not filled with a bunch of other brands that kind of confuses what it is that you're trying to highlight. Another thing that you can do to get brands' attention is to create some UGC samples. This is kind of a 2-part. This is going to be 3 and 4. You're going to create UGC samples to post to your page, but you're also going to create a portfolio. And what happens when you create a portfolio is that you're going to put like 5 to 8 videos into just some kind of like a simple package. You can use Canva to create a UGC portfolio. You can literally type that in and it'll bring up some options for you. But it's a great way for you to package all of the different types of content that you're capable of making into one place, so that when you're trying to pitch a brand, you can show them very easily what type of work you do. And the 5th thing that you can do is to just pitch them directly in the DM. And I know that that can feel kind of overwhelming to people, but the thing is this: if you're creating quality content, they want to see it. They want to hear from you. They want to know that their brand is out, like I said, in the wild being used, in the same way that they will repost you to their stories. If your video is doing numbers, they want to know that, because that is an opportunity for them to showcase their product to a new audience. So do not be shy about reaching out to brands in the DMs. Don't wait for them to find you. Send them a DM and just say, hey, I have this really great video that I shot using your butter or bread or whatever it is, jam, whatever, right, that you've used in your content. And let them know it's doing really well. My audience is really responding to it. I would love to figure out if there's a way for us to collaborate on this. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get a response. If it's a yes, that's great. If it's a no, it doesn't mean that it's a no forever. It is you putting yourself on the radar for possible future collaboration. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And then the bonuses are just quick things that I'm gonna say that I've noticed as a creator. Don't get caught up on the numbers and think that just because your video where you tagged a brand didn't perform well that you need to delete it or untag them. A lot of times the algorithm will spin the block on a topic or a song usage because it's relevant now and it wasn't relevant 2 months ago when you posted it. Keep your videos up. Do not delete your content, because what's not working today could very well be a very, very viral moment in a couple weeks. The other thing is, I follow a lot of influencer marketers and influencer managers, and one of the things that I constantly hear them say is they do not like it when content creators hide their likes. So I know that it can feel like embarrassing if you post something and it only gets 5 likes, but brands want to see your metrics up front. They do not want to have to contact you to figure out what your metrics are. But the other thing is, there's nothing to be embarrassed about with something like that. A lot of the times you're posting great content, but it's not necessarily registering in the algorithm just yet. A, because you may not have hit your stride and like your target audience, but B, it could just be it's kind of getting swallowed up by a bunch of sponsored posts and a bunch of like larger content creators. Do not hide the likes though, because brands are actively skipping over content creators who are not upfront with their metrics because it's just not appealing to them. So, and this is something that I'm seeing straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the marketing influencer agencies. They want to see those metrics. So keep those likes public. It's okay. It will cost you more opportunities to try to hide them than it does for them to be low. And then the last thing, and I feel like y'all could guess that I was going to say this, be yourself. Don't try to create the same kind of content that you see somebody else creating and going viral for. There's only one you, and the best way to get collaborations with brands is to make sure that you are showing up in an authentic way every time you turn on your camera, because they can get the person who shot the viral video to shoot the content for them. They don't need you to replicate that. They need you to come up with a unique concept that fits your personality and that is aligned with your audience and their brand so that you can create something magical for them. They're not looking for you to be like anybody else. So be yourself in your content and make sure that you're leaning all the way into who you are, because that's exactly what they're looking for. They're not looking for you to be a copycat content creator. If you have not watched the rest of the videos in the series, please go back and watch those. Please also make sure that you like and subscribe and comment below if you have any questions. I would love to answer them for you. And then come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about how to find inspiration when you're kind of feeling a little dried up and not sure what to post. I'll see you there.